I am a man at war, and I am fighting for all of the broken people, all of the people thrown overboard. They always try to shame us, but they don't speak the language. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. Somebody sound the alarm. A fire was set in the dark. It's time that you know. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness.
Adelaide, welcome to World Series Wrestling! My name is Luke Hazard. I will be your host for this evening, and I'm here just to make sure that Adelaide puts on the best show for World Series Wrestling. We are in the hallowed halls of the Ridley Centre, right here at the Adelaide Showgrounds, and we are here for the 20th anniversary of World Series Wrestling. Welcome to the Legacy Tour! Are you ready to have some fun tonight, Adelaide? Come on. I'm told they were much louder in Melbourne. Don't shoot the messenger. I just heard. Are we ready to have a huge night of wrestling here in Adelaide, folks? Let me check this one thing. Are you ready to see the World Series Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Nic Nemeth?
For night 3 of the World Series Wrestling Legacy Tour. Ben, it is great to have you here again.
Thanks, Sean. It's absolute pleasure and privilege to be here, bringing you the action from the Ridley Centre here in Adelaide, South Australia, for this, the 20th year anniversary of World Series Wrestling. And that man right there encapsulates everything that World Series Wrestling is about. Honour, prestige, money, fame, excellence, and my God, what a jawline.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. We have brand new World Series Wrestling Tag Team Champions in the Bollywood Boyz. We have a brand new World Series Wrestling Australian Champion in Matt Riddle, but we still have the same old Matt Cardona, pissed off, doesn't want to be here. I'm not done.
No.
Matt Riddle, once again, is showing Australia what he truly thinks of them. Ben?
Matt Cardona has a championship. Why didn't you announce it? Look at that. What's that? Is that a bunch of posies he's got in his hand there? Is that a nice quiche he wrestled up in the back before? No, that, sir, is the Internet Championship.
And you are also looking, if I may say so, at the brand new World Series Wrestling Women's Champion, Lena Kross, after she upended and defeated Ash by Elegance.
lot of football fans here in Adelaide.
I can wait. I can wait. All hail the Deathmatch King. Why are you guys booing us? I love Australia.
Oh, come on.
Opposite. Shut up when I'm talking, you Mark.
It's his friend, Mike Markson.
I love Australia. And believe it or not, I love World Series Wrestling. This is my 5th tour of Australia with World Series Wrestling. And after coming here 5 times, I can confidently say that the worst city in Australia is right here in Adelaide. I'm serious, bro. Adelaide fucking sucks. I'd rather be in Melbourne. You guys want Chelsea Green, huh? Well, too damn bad, because she's not here. But you know who is here? The tallest bitch on the indies, the new World Series Wrestling Women's Champion, Lena Kross. And you know who else is here? The Deathmatch King, the indie god, the complete, the internet champion, Matt Cardona. And even though I'm extremely proud to be the internet champion, I should be the World Series Wrestling Champion. Last tour, I was screwed out of my World Series Wrestling Championship. I am the real WSW champion. So tonight, in the middle of this ring, I'm gonna make history and become a 2-time world champion when I beat Nic Nemeth and take the...
Hold on. Matt Cardona has drawn out the Maharaja, Raj Dhesi, the man who pinned and defeated Matt Cardona, has defeated Cardona 2 nights running on the Legacy Tour.
Waker, you ever shut the fuck up, Waker? Cardona, let me remind you, night 1, Melbourne, the Maharaja kicked the fuck out of you. Night 2, Brisbane, the Maharaja embarrassed you with the Bollywood boys. And night 3, you want to catch an ass kicking right here in Adelaide, the Maharaja can make it happen. I got a better idea. After I kick your ass, I'm gonna take your bitch. Hey mama, come with the Maharaja. I got a big night planned on Henley Street. Guys, over.
And the hits just keep on coming. Strong words from the Maharaja, but now the World Series Wrestling Heavyweight Champion Nic Nemeth here in Adelaide.
What is happening here? WSW, how the hell are we doing tonight? I knew this title was going to be put on the line because I'm a fighting champion. But Cardona, Raj here has had your number this entire tour. You are no longer champion. You are no longer #1 contender. You are no longer anything. But
Chelsea's husband, I guess. Now, I did come here tonight to put this title on the line, and there is someone deserving. Maharaja, it would be an honor to step foot in that ring with you tonight, put this title on the line, burn Adelaide to the ground, and show the world how damn good this can be.
No, I deserve to be in this match. I am the real world champion.
Hang on. No, you don't. You have nothing that could entertain the thought of putting you in this match. We came to Adelaide to put on a show. We came here to steal that show. We came here to show the world what a real world title match is. And you're looking at it, brother. So hit the bricks, Matt. You're not needed here tonight.
I have a way to get in the match.
No.
I could put something on the line too.
What could you possibly have to put on the line tonight to get you into this match?
How about this? To get into this match, to make it a triple threat for the world title, I'll put the internet title on the line too.
Whoa! Whoa!
I know for a fact that you love that title more than anything in this world, and you're married. So this is serious business. Are you really putting the internet title on the line with the WSW tonight?
I'm so confident that I'm gonna walk out of here with both titles. Make the match!
You know what? Adelaide, you got it. Triple threat match tonight for the WSW World title and the Internet title, and one of the two of us are walking out of here with both.
Whoa! Sean, I cannot believe what I've just heard there. In order to get in to the main event World Series Wrestling Heavyweight Championship match, Matt Cardona has made it a winner-take-all.
Matt Cardona has decided to go all in tonight. We will have in the main event, Night 3 of a Legacy Tour, Matt Cardona, Raj Dhesi, and Nic Nemeth. 2 titles on the line. Somebody is walking out as a double champion tonight.
I mean, you got to believe that that's how serious Matt Cardona is about winning back the World Series Wrestling Championship, a title that he was never pinned for, and in my opinion, never rightly lost.
This is the whole point of WSW. You know, when you are a champion, you are a marked individual. You know that you are most likely going to be putting your title on the line, and now we have our main event. I cannot wait.
Speaking of not waiting,
Our first match of the night is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from St. Louis, Missouri, Sidney Akeem.
Sidney Akeem has been on a roll on this tour so far, has been racking up victories against both Danhausen on night 1 and Ricky Otomi on night 2, and now he looks to test his mettle against the now former WSW Australian champion in Shigehiro Irie.
of course, Shigehiro losing the World Series Wrestling Australian Championship last night over in Brisbane to Matt Riddle.
This is going to be a clash of styles. Shigehiro, the anomaly, the man who has already racked up over 50 matches this year alone against the human highlight reel himself, Sidney Akeem. This is the way to start off here in Adelaide.
And his opponent, Japan, please welcome Shigehiro Irie.
And you're going to wonder what type of a mood Shigehiro will be in this evening, coming off a fresh loss, losing that title that he held for over 6 months.
Exactly right. You have to wonder, you know, again, coming to the tour as much as you are a fighting champion, one night you could be on top, another night you can lose it. You still have to go forward with the tour. Shigehiro having a monumental victory over Caveman Ugg on the first night of the tour, has been a fighting champion, has been a fighting wrestler. Now, you have to know, even without the title, you have to perform at 100%.
Not only that, you have to focus. Surely that loss still stings. You don't hold a belt for that long and just forget about it the next night. Self-doubt would have to be plaguing your psyche at some point.
But of course, it's worth remembering, this is night 3 of 4. An emphatic victory here tonight can go well along the way to give you an opportunity potentially tomorrow, if not into the future here in World Series. Now this is how we are going to be starting off the night in Adelaide with a show of respect and a handshake. It is going to be Akeem versus Shigehiro to start things off.
What I love about watching Shigehiro wrestle is that he adapts his style so well to so many different wrestlers. As you mentioned, night 1 of the tour, we saw him go up against the colossal Caveman Ugg and have to wrestle a hard-hitting match. Sidney Akeem, on the other hand, is very, very agile, very athletic, spends more time in the air than he does on the canvas. How's Shigehiro going to alter the way he wrestles and know able to combat that?
The answer to that is simply, you don't. Shigehiro has to look at what works. On night 1, he tried to use that power, that aggression game against Caveman Ugg. A lot of time to no avail. He does not need to change that for tonight. Simply stay the aggressor, stay on top, and try and ground Sidney Akeem as much as you can. It is about keeping close to Sidney Akeem, not letting him get his distance, not letting him take to the skies. A case in point, slam him down.
I'd say it's about keeping the momentum. You keep the momentum up, you're going to stay on top. And remember, momentum. P for momentum. It's a physics joke.
Thank you.
I'm sure our crowd gets that.
And for Akeem, you know that this match, when it was first announced, Shigehiro was the Australian champion. You had an opportunity to go for the title. Now, nature of the tour, it is no longer for the championship. Oh!
That being the case, you have to believe a Sidney Akeem victory here would put him up in contendership for that title.
As that springboard splash there, Shigehiro taking early control of this match. Staying on Sidney Akeem, that ground and pound smash mouth style. Almost a nonchalant headbutt.
Oh shit, that hurt.
Apparently that hurt.
Shigehiro stalking his opponent, taking his time, getting control, just wrenching the neck from a standing position there.
His attempted mid-shots just brushed off by Shigehiro and met with a club across the back of the neck, and now that strain on the back of the neck.
And this is it. This is the ground and pound style that I'm talking about. A way to wear down your opponent, really take away the cardio game, take away the energy, and preventing Sidney from doing this. We saw the flipping-based offense and defense of Akeem time and time again when we were first calling in night 1 against Danhausen. The man knows how to backflip multiple times on the spot. It's a real-life glitch of a wrestler.
So you could call him a son of a glitch.
Shigehiro almost willing that chop there, asking for it. I really don't know if you should be going chop for chop with Shigehiro.
I don't know. He's now blaming the audience for that one.
They're finding different audience members to blame.
Well, Adelaide,
one more.
and you shall receive
Well-placed kick to the gut. Shigehiro might throw up all over this canvas right now. Careful. Snapmare and now. Oh! Right into the high part of the shoulder and the neck. Shigehiro 2 count.
Not many people think about it, but the neck plays such an important part in your ability to kick out of a pinning combination. If you weaken that, if you injure that, it's going to be very, very hard to stop that 3.
They're talking about an important part of Sidney Akeem's battle plan there, taking to the skies, moonsaulting, but had it scouted, and now, hold on, looking for that STO. Oh my goodness! From the apron. 1, 2.
Just manages to get the shoulder up, and lucky he did because that shoulder went straight back down. It broke up the count. It's still a count that was broken, but it went back down again. What does that tell you, Sean?
Well, it also, what you're seeing is that you're forcing your opponent to exert that much more energy. The more they have to do it, the less energy they have, and potentially that is a 3 count waiting to happen later down the line. Is a man who does not want to exert any more energy than he has to, because he needs that for the kind of offense and high-flying style that we are used to from Akeem. The corner is not where Akeem wants to be. We have seen that flying cannonball from Shigehiro. Hold on, potentially looking for a powerbomb. Nefarious intentions here from the former Australian champion. You can see the way that Sidney just slams down his weight. Just drops to his knees, trying to force. Oh my God!
Power driver.
Well, if you can't get him up, just drop him down. Straight up to the neck. You talk about what it does to a man when you attack the neck there. Case in point.
That was attacking the neck via the top of the head. Pile driver, you don't see many of them these days because of just how dangerous a move that is.
Shigehiro with wild abandon, dropping the man. Oh wait, Akeem in trouble.
And that is the moment he realized he messed up.
Oh my God! Akeem sliding out of the way, last moment, averting disaster.
Right on the coccyx.
Let's go Sidney chants ringing out through the Ridley Centre here in Adelaide.
A flurry of attacks from Sidney Akeem. Chops, kicks, slaps. Oh my!
Coming off the apron here, sliding through, building some momentum, and that corkscrew cross body. Sidney building up some steam here in Adelaide. Straight through with a vicious elbow. Step over kick from the front to the back here, back to the front rather. I'm all out of sorts. Sidney's all over the place. Reaching to the skies here, Akeem. High angle moonsault. Oh my goodness! 2 3/4, picture perfect moonsault from Akeem there. Shigehiro barely able to get the shoulder up in time.
Sidney now rolling to the outside, whether to catch a breath or catch a break. Perhaps redo his strategy.
Shigehiro may not be quite sure where Sidney is. He knows now, has it scouted. Black hole slam! Good grief! In the center of the ring.
Frustration starting to show now on Shigehiro. He knows he's going to have to up the ante to keep Sidney Akeem grounded.
You have to wonder whether he's thinking Beast Bomber sometime soon, the lariat that is looking to take the head off many opponents. He's calling for it.
And he's cut off again by Akeem.
And notice in this point of the match, as soon as Akeem tries to get any sort of advantage, Shigehiro really looks to shut it down emphatically and quickly. There's still some fight left in Sidney. Akeem going toe to toe, blow for blow. Oh! Is it the Beast Bomber time? No!
Well, it's one way to cut off a move.
Oh! Almost straight over the top rope. Shigehiro says absolutely not.
Oh!
Rolling on through sunset flip. Wait a minute.
Shigehiro rolls through.
Oh my God!
Almost out of his boots there, Sean.
Yeah, but it's not quite the ferocity and with the momentum that Shigehiro wants for his lariat, but that is enough to buy him some time here.
Looks like we're back to an even playing field here, as both competitors are now trying their hardest to get up before the count of 10.
Back to square one. Both men struggling to their feet, breaking up the 10 count.
Shigehiro just places Akeem into the corner, and oh no!
That's what we're talking about!
Here it is! Cannonball! And I think he just popped his head like a zit.
So you notice the majority of the force straight into the head and the neck and the broad shoulders of Sidney. Oh my God! Hellacious spear! That could be it.
How did Akeem kick out of that? The determination to continue, to impress, as you say, the higher-ups, to get himself in contention for a title. Sidney Akeem won't just lay down. He's here to make an impression.
And he's calling for it. Wait a minute. Sidney Akeem matrixing himself back. Oh! How in the hell do you keep Shigehiro down? There you go. Hold on. Akeem has another idea in mind. Oh, Lord! Huge crossbody from Akeem. He has an opportunity here.
Oh!
Flipping over.
Oh,
There we go. The glitch. Oh, my God! He flipped the script. 1, 2. Sidney Akeem with the victory over Shigehiro. One aspect of the offense that Shigehiro did not have an answer for. Akeem kept his distance, picked his spot, took to the skies, and weathered the storm. Sidney Akeem, here at the Legacy Tour, is now 3-0.
You got to think that that puts him in a lot of people's eyesight. What is next for this 3-0?
Take a look at that, oh, that dirty pile driver. You can see the moment where Sidney Akeem keeps rallying back, rallying forward, and finally there, catching the former Australian champion and collecting the pinfall victory.
So 3-0, a pinfall over the recent Australian Series champion. You've got to believe there's big things coming up for Sidney Akeem in World Series Wrestling.
There's been a very intriguing start here at the Ridley Center. We're just getting started in night 3. Remember, we still have a main event much later tonight, the triple threat for both the Internet Championship as well as the World Series Wrestling World Heavyweight title. Matt Cardona, Raj Dhesi, and Nic Nemeth.
But that's not the only championship match we have coming up tonight.
Australian Championship. Introducing first the challenger. He's the chaplain of the old guard. The muscle mercenary, Dean Brady.
For those watching at home that have not had the opportunity to see this man, Ben, what is crucial and important for those watching through Killer TV to know about the muscle mercenary Dean Brady?
What you need to know about Dean Brady is that if you're in the ring with Dean Brady, if you're finding yourself in opposition to Dean Brady and the old guard, there's just one thing you have to remember. You are effed. That's it. That's all you need to know. Dean Brady is perfection personified. Dean Brady has got it all. Dean Brady is a muscle-bound mutant. Dean Brady can wrestle the boots of anyone. Dean Brady has the charisma, he has the talent, he has everything that you could ever hope for, and this is Dean Brady's call to action. This is the first time Dean Brady is stepping in the ring with an international talent, and this is the first chance Dean Brady has to say to the world, pay attention.
And of course, he's going to get that opportunity tonight as he goes up against the newly crowned
And his opponent,
Australian champion.
he is the World Series Wrestling Australian champion. He's the King of Bros, Riddle.
So the first time we were here for night one, Ben, we saw Matt Riddle in an absolute masterclass of an affair against Nic Nemeth, vying for the heavyweight championship. He came up short there, but he impressed enough to go toe-to-toe with Shigehiro Irie for the Australian championship, and that's why you see now the man has that gold strapped around his shoulder.
I mean, Matt Riddle, of course, a well-known gardener, which is why he signed that young child's sign. He's well into his herbal remedies and is a staunch believer in politics. Sure.
Absolutely, why not? Matt Riddle is a man not to be underestimated. Former UFC fighter, multiple-time champion in WWE.
I do not think Matt Riddle's been underestimated here. I think if anyone's being underestimated, it's Dean Brady, his opponent this evening. Now, if Riddle isn't giving Dean Brady his absolute attention, he's going to lose that title quick smart.
Well, this is the thing about Matt Riddle, is that the nonchalant, jovial attitude belies an absolutely dangerous competitor. This is going to be such an intriguing affair here. We have Matt Riddle putting his newly won Australian Championship against Adelaide born and bred Dean Brady.
Well, he was born in Queensland, but I won't hold that against you.
Adelaide bred Dean Brady.
What he does in his pastime is none of your business, all right? Just focus on the wrestling match.
Here we go, you see there, held up high in the air. What it's all about tonight, the World Series Wrestling Australian Championship. First contested in a six-pack challenge here at World Series Wrestling, crowned for the first time in Adelaide. Dean Brady looking to etch his name onto the legacy of this championship here tonight.
I'll tell you what, Riddle needs to concentrate. He's underestimating someone who there isn't much footage around. There's no chance for him to have studied Dean Brady.
You can see here, I mean, I can't quite make out the words here. Matt Riddle asking for a handshake, gets a shove in response. You can see there, Riddle saying, okay, let's go. Let's do it then. Straight away. See, Brady I think just realizing now he's at the ropes.
Possibly a rookie mistake there. Not so much a rookie mistake, but a less experienced mistake there from Dean Brady.
And Ben, if you're wondering if Matt Riddle's paying attention, you're seeing it now. Eyes and ears, and his entire body firmly squared and pointed directly at Dean Brady, ready to inflict punishment. But at the same token, we cannot undertalk the power, the ferocity of Dean Brady. Oh my goodness, looking for the cutter. Brady knew he was in a dangerous situation there.
Dean looking a little worried now. Oh, well, go with your strengths, and in Dean Brady's case, his strengths are a test of strength.
You see Riddle asking for a left-handed test of, well, sorry, left for Dean.
And Dean Brady scouting that well. Use the classics where you can, and that's what Dean Brady is. He's a classical wrestler. Look at those meat hooks just pounding down on Matt Riddle's face.
And now, choking him against the rope here, breaking it up before the 5 count. Remembering, of course, championships cannot change on a disqualification.
No, but you've got to the count of 5. So you might as well use 4.5 seconds of that count.
For now, utilizing that tight, snug headlock, but of course, trained fighter and wrestler Matt Riddle having an escape plan for any hold.
Referee checking Dean Brady's shoulders, making sure they're not on the ground.
That's it, it's very easy to not realize that your shoulders are dead on the ground. You can be in a submission hold, but then get pinned at the same time.
Dean Brady showing some of his technical wrestling here.
Riddle just trying to kick. Absolutely just use. Now utilizing his entire body, his technical know-how to escape from the clutches of Dean Brady. Dean Brady a hair's breadth away from a kick to the face.
So you said technical knowledge. I'd say Riddle is more an anomaly. You never know what he's going to pull out. Dean Brady, yeah, absolute technician. But Matt Riddle sort of takes what you think you know and has ways of twisting it. He's quite unpredictable as a wrestler.
Riddle here now, and again, both competitors locking up. Bit of chain wrestling here. The hammerlock, and now the drop toe hold from Matt Riddle. See a bit of that wrestling background again from Riddle. Taking waistlock control. Oh my goodness!
Stiff shot to the
Rocking
temple.
Riddle.
And that's what you gotta realize. Dean Brady is a unit. His hits hurt, pure and simple.
And this is where Riddle should actually be well versed. Just like in MMA, there's a variety of different styles. You're just as likely to take a body slam as you are an elbow to the mouth. Now Brady looking to take control here, coming up against the rope. Hold on! Oh my God! Remembering, it was that exact move 2 nights ago that busted open the heavyweight champion. Coming forward, caught!
Oh, Dean had it! Dean had it scouted and dumps Riddle to the outside.
Unceremoniously flopping to the outside is Riddle now as Dean Brady looks to exert control.
Dean Brady breaking up the pin there. It means more than anything to walk home. Imagine that. Imagine in your hometown defeating a wrestler like Matt Riddle for a championship. Oh. And not just any championship, the Australian championship here at World Series Wrestling.
That's it, World Series Wrestling here. Localized within Australia. Of course, we have the Australian Championship that represents the very best that this country has to offer. And gives an opportunity for international stars to go against the very best. Coming forward, back body drop onto the outside.
Dean's ego getting a little bit the better of him there. He thought he had him. You cannot underestimate Matt Riddle.
Now Riddle here, flipping the bird to Dean, and now we get that aggressive side from the King of Bros. It is almost the part of Riddle that is entirely discombobulating. He'll be smiling at you, trying to shake your hand in one breath, then 5 minutes later he's kicking your head off and staring through your soul. Dean Brady now climbing up top, looking for a high impact maneuver. Oh my God.
The top ropes are looking at a superplex here.
Oh my God, they're both on the top here. Up and over.
Oh my God.
Center of the ring.
Dang,
Riddle's out.
That's got to be it.
He's out. His hand did not even come up. You saw it's just enough to force the shoulder up.
Instinct alone, and then Riddle covers up as Dean grounds and pounds.
That's
back on
it.
top. Riddle's on the ropes. He's
Like
got
a
to the count
hyena.
of 5. But Brady's choking Riddle out.
like a hyena. Brady's just pouncing on the downed, hurt Riddle. The champion is literally and physically and metaphorically against the ropes here. Oh! Snug clothesline from the muscle mercenary, Dean Brady.
Oh!
Just a volley of chops from the champion, trying to find a way to keep Brady down, but to no avail.
Dean's getting desperate now. You can see him just trying for any cover he can get. Of course, every time Riddle kicks out, that is an amount of energy. If you're currently on top like Brady is, that's what you want. You want him to expel as much energy as he can. So that title is slim pickings.
Here we go, snap suplex there.
Beautiful.
Worth remembering, wrestling is in the DNA of the Brady family. Dean Brady is one of two siblings here. One such, Zaria, who's made her way to WWE, the sister of Dean Brady. Dean Brady taught her everything she knows. Oh my God! Oh! Fisherman Buster! Maybe teaching Dean Brady a thing or two in the moment. This is an opportunity for Riddle to get on top of the muscle mercenary here, dropping him high and dry on the back of his neck.
Riddle now, RB's feet. Both men at their feet.
Oh.
And we're back to those chops.
That seems to be the way to at least get a measure of momentum against Dean Brady. Strike him until he goes down.
And Dean's not looking so hard.
Against the ropes. Oh my God! Superman punch followed by that T-bone. Riddle. Riddle! Riddle! Good grief.
I've seen every Dean Brady match there is to see, and I have never seen someone take it to the limits as Riddle is taken to him now.
Unfortunately now, might be taking it to the next level. Maybe looking for that floating bro. No, moonsault, but had it scouted. Oh! Cutting Riddle in half!
We got a new champ! No! Dean can't believe it! How?
Just as both Riddle and Dean Brady both knew how close Brady was to being crowned Australian champion in that moment. Brady needs to be careful here not to get himself disqualified. Needs to maintain his focus on the champion. Oh my God, here we go.
Putting out something on Riddle's back.
Wait a minute!
Counted!
Ben! Stiff kick coming up the ropes. Oh, caught! Caught!
F5!
It is over! It is over! F5 caught!
This is it! We've got a new champion!
Oh! Kicking out of the F5! Matt Riddle is still in this match!
What more does Brady have to do? What more can he possibly inflict on Matt Riddle to get him to stay down?
Dean Brady is incensed. He is livid. He can feel it. He can taste it. Now simply looking to pick up the pieces. A second F5. No! No, Riddle fighting out! Coming forward. Brady has to be careful. Brady rocked. On the top! Floating bro! Connected! Riddle's not stopped!
No!
Wow! Twice! Floating bro! 1, 2, oh!
Kicks out! He's still in this! Now Riddle can't believe it! My God, Sean!
Matt Riddle and Dean Brady are fighting tooth and nail, heart and soul, body and mind, all in the the name of the Australian Championship.
And how the crowd has turned.
Riddle slithering into position. Willing Brady come up to his feet. I'm sensing a cutter. Up and wait, no! Good! Good!
Will he do it?
Oh my God! And here we go! Broderick time! 1, 2, 3!
Here's your winner, and still the World Series Wrestling Australian Champion, Riddle!
You cannot say that Matt Riddle did not earn that victory. Take it to the limit.
You cannot say that Dean Brady, even in defeat, has not won this evening. Exceptional, exceptional display of what Dean Brady's about here at World Series Wrestling.
Again, this is what the Australian Championship is all about. Testing your mettle against the best of the best. Matt Riddle. Absolutely incredible performance here. He is the champion for now. But tomorrow, Ben, still one more night for somebody to step up and take the title from the champion. Matt Riddle celebrating here at the Ridley Center. We look back again at the triangle that took Dean Brady up and over. But of course, you can see it's the power game that Dean Brady employed to really cut the champion down. Just looking for an opening, but Matt Riddle continued to fight back. But after the Broderick, it was elementary. Still your Australian champion, the King of Bros.
Now, I don't want to harp on about this, but did you notice the crowd throughout that match? They started firmly on Matt Riddle's side, but then booed him when he won because Australia's own, Adelaide's own Dean Brady fell short. Speaking of falling short, something that Ash by Elegance did last night in the World Series Wrestling Women's Championship match. The former champion coming up short and losing her title to Lena Kross.
Of course, the last time we saw both Ash by Elegance and Lena Kross here in Adelaide was in a no disqualification contest for the title. That is how the tour ended at the Most Wanted tour. Ash by Elegance, hand raised high, and she is absolutely looking to leave Adelaide once again with the title. She's already ready for some dirty deeds here.
Yeah, I'm not too sure why we've got a garbage can and a kendo stick out here at ringside.
It is no disqualification rules here tonight for this affair. Got a mop.
I haven't seen a mop since, I don't know, Saturday.
Is that a keyboard? What was that? Bring a bunch of toys to the ring here. Ash by Elegance is ready for a fight. She is looking to regain the championship that she lost last night.
Second member of this fatal four-way. Again, Australia's own from Sydney, New South Wales. The Arm Collector, the Destroyer, Jessica Troy.
Everyone is here, ready to take it to the limit. Jessica Troy coming out, steel chair in hand. She has made her presence absolutely felt around the Women's Championship over the past couple of nights, getting herself involved in matches that she is not a part of. All these women have been circling around each other that has led to this moment here in Adelaide. Jessica Troy, a dangerous technician, an absolutely unpredictable competitor here tonight.
And one half of the Rebellion. Who else is in the Rebellion there, Sean?
Oh, I don't know. No one we've seen before, surely, Ben. Is there anyone that I should be mentioning?
Oh, there's someone you could probably cross off your list.
Yes, I'm sure she needs more of the attention, but yes, the current WSW Women's Champion.
On. Yeah. I think you're on my wavelength there. Now, you've got to wonder in a fatal four-way where, of course, there are no disqualifications, because how do you disqualify in a four-way match? You've got to think a team that's been together as long as Lena, Kross and Jess Troy has to be playing to their advantage a little bit.
But for how long is the question? You can have allies throughout a match in this part, but at some point, only one person comes away with a victory. If you're the Rebellion, how exactly do you negotiate that? We have Santana Garrett over here from the United States. Unfortunately, due to a timely interference from Jessica Troy, night one here at the Legacy Tour, she fell to Lena Kross in one-on-one competition.
And you'll notice Santana, the only one out so far who hasn't brought weapons to the ring. But I would say you haven't been to the weapons registry, have you?
I can't say that I have.
Those fists, my friend, are registered weapons.
Must say it's a bold strategy here for Santana. So if it works out for her. Looking at fatal four-way contest. Honestly, I'm more worried about the referee's position here. How exactly you're looking to take control. You don't not only have four competitors to deal with, it's a no disqualification contest. Two of them have already brought weapons to the ring. This is going to be chaos personified.
And Santana also has tassels, so don't focus on that. And now our newly minted champion putting the belt on the line on, let's face it, a pretty hard-to-win match. You have a 75% chance of losing your title in a fatal four-way.
Absolutely, you do not even have to be involved in the finish. Newly minted Women's Champion of World Series Wrestling, as Matt Cardona put it, the biggest bitch on the indies. WSW Women's Champion, Lena Kross. Definitely not hurting for charisma nor confidence.
I was just thinking the same thing, Sean. I said on night one, she just oozes confidence. And now with that title around her waist, she has every right to. Her words backed up by her actions. Her victories backed up by her brags. That is your World Series Wrestling champion now, and honestly, for as long as she wants to be.
Well, for Lena Kross, you already have victories over Santana and Ash by Elegance on this tour alone, and the other competitor is on your side. Honestly, the odds favor the champion pretty well. Santana waiting on the outside here, the Rebellion starting off in the ring. We'll go back to Luke Hazard.
The following match is a fatal four-way, no disqualification match for the World Series Wrestling Women's Championship. Introducing first, please welcome Ash by Elegance. And her first opponent, hailing from Sydney, Australia, Jessica Troy. And introducing next, Adelaide, please make welcome Santana Garrett. And defending the World Series Wrestling Women's Championship, the biggest pitch on the Indies, Lena, Kross.
World Series Wrestling title on the line for the second time this evening.
I'm going to be honest with you, Sean. I know the odds are against her, but Lena Kross is the favourite of this match. She towers above all of the competitors here. She's got a longer reach. She's got more to prove. She's got Matt Cardona in her back.
It is no disqualification affairs. Anything can happen, and if you're Lena Kross, you're going to use every and all advantage at your disposal. That being said, I am going to put my name behind Ash by Elegance. She has the most to gain back. Just last night, she called herself champion.
I call myself awesome. Doesn't mean it's real. You can call yourself whatever you want, Sean. Proof's in the pudding.
Wait here to see. Now every woman here looks like now both Santana and Ash by Elegance looking to find something. Oh, well, it's a whole chair affair now. All four women bringing chairs inside the ring.
It's a charity event.
This is definitely not a tag team match, but battle lines have been drawn early on.
Oh!
The Rebellion starting to take control here. Lena Kross and Jessica Troy standing tall. At least temporarily, the two working together. Same can be said for the other two, Ash by Elegance and Santana Garrett.
You keep saying that. You keep saying at least temporarily. What is wrong with you? These two are tied. These two are ride or die.
For now, at least. You wait. Time will tell as Ash by Elegance and Santana Garrett with dual DDTs supplanting both members of the Rebellion.
Sean, I will bet you a Villy sausage roll that they stay together.
Done. Now, remembering no disqualification rules. Placing both members of the Rebellion in seating positions upon the chairs. Chops for all here at the Ridley Center.
No, sausage rolls. The chops are somewhere else.
Oh my goodness! Reverberating through the center here. Taking their time, coming through. Good Lord!
Looks like we're seeing a team up here between Ash by Elegance and Santana Garrett.
Both having a common enemy in the Rebellion. But as we're going to find here, at the end of the day, it is every woman for themselves. And now Ash and Santana looking to square up.
Oh,
first pinfall!
Well, looks like someone's disintegrated, and it's not the Rebellion. Ash by Elegance now trying to recapture her title.
As we mentioned, Lena Kross does not need to be involved in the finish to lose her title.
And funnily enough, both women looking at each other with acknowledgement. They know what it's about. They're after a fair fight to see who's better and who deserves that belt.
Hold on!
And of course, Lena Kross is the answer.
Rebellion on the outside, dragging their opponents through. This match simply does not need to stay inside the ring. We can go anywhere here in Adelaide. Oh, good grief. Santana gaining control there in the corner with Jessica Troy. Match built to the outside, and the referee has to find a way to, if not maintain control, at least be aware of the proceedings. However, worth remembering, no DQ does not mean pinfalls can happen anywhere. Pinfalls still must occur inside the ring.
Anything can happen in a no DQ match, as we saw just briefly with Ash by Elegance throwing a lid of a rubbish bin, narrowly missing Lena Kross and heading into the crowd. You're not even safe in the crowd in these types of matches.
Whoa. Both pairs of women around the ring here, jockeying for position, beating each other to a pulp. Rebellion seemingly taking an early advantage as Ash slammed against the railing. There you go now. Lena Kross coming to the aid of her stablemate. Now, unfortunately, it looks like potentially Santana is at the mercy of both members of the Rebellion. Champion coming through. Oh!
I think Santana and Ash are both at the mercy of the women's champion. All respect to Jessica Troy, but Lena's kicking all the arse here.
That's it, Troy, I think you're right. Troy taking some time. Whoa! You can hear the crowd here in Adelaide thirsty for blood, for a bit of table action here.
What's that? What's Santana got in her hand?
Oh my God!
That is a stiff right hand to the jaw of Lena Kross with a fistful of chain.
The chain that Ash by Elegance brought down to the ring inside the trash can.
Oh, and Ash quickly jumping on the offense now.
But then there's now a ladder on the outside. Oh! Champion now thrusting the boot straight into the midsection of Garrett. Oh my goodness. The electric chair position.
No, surely not.
Santana grabbing the ropes, trying to fight out of the predicament here. Oh! Stiff shot to the champion.
Crossbody, caught!
Wait, caught!
Caught by the behemoth that is Lena Kross, slammed onto the hardest part of the ring. Not the ring post, I'm talking about the outside of the apron.
The strength of the champion. Simply picking Garrett outside, from the air, slamming her down, but now we have, the ladder's in the ring now, Ben.
This isn't a ladder match, Sean. I sense nefarious plans conspiring.
Oh! It's a way to break a rib there. Jessica Troy pinning Ash in the corner.
It's a way to isolate one of the competitors as well.
Oh no!
Oh!
Doubled ladder assisted knees.
Santana Garnett now fighting with Jessica Troy on the apron.
Granola grappler caught. The boot is caught. Super kick from Garrett. Now you can see the door. The door, of course there's a door. Champion in trouble. Coming through, springboard.
Oh, caught!
Once again, caught!
She got caught!
Oh, good Lord.
Oh,
No.
Santana's in trouble. Santana knows it.
Trying to go for that German suplex. Roll up to the champion.
Oh, stiff right hand in response to that cheeky little roll-up.
Santana out on her feet, but coming back with a jawbreaker there. And now you can see Ash coming to the ring. What else is there under there? The lid of a toilet?
Oh, crap.
Oh! Caught by the Rebellion. Coming through.
Oh, no! Oh!
Lena Kross, Jessica Troy, down and out, once again leaving. Ash by Elegance, Santana Garrett standing in the ring as this Adelaide crowd is popping off.
See, and this is why neither of them are going to win that title belt, Sean. Too busy ponying to the crowd when they should be taking this time to fight each other and actually get the victory.
Now you're going to get what you want here as Santana is unceremoniously dumped to the outside, and now Ash picking up the mop. Mop is in the ring. Ash and Mop heading towards the champ. Mop
Ash
coming forward.
Looking to clean up. Lena says no. Tug of war. Lena comes up, trumps.
Oh!
Smashes to the midsection. Right across the back. And again.
Can't imagine the toilet lid nor the mop is that sanitary. Just add insult to injury.
Sean, please.
You know it. Now the belt in hand. What it's all about, the WSW Women's Championship.
Lena reminding Ash that she is the champion now after last night's victory, and we could be seeing a repeat.
Oh my God, up, hoisted up.
Ash fighting out. breaks free. Lena with the lariat.
Hold on!
Sidewalk.
Caught!
Oh! Ash managed to get out. Kick to the midsection.
Here we go again for a second time. Managed to get up. Oh! Brutalized through the door. The champ has an opportunity. Oh my God!
You gotta believe that that was 3, but no!
How in the world did Ash get the shoulder up?
I tell you what, Sean, we just saw Jessica Troy on the outside there trying to keep Santana Garrett from breaking up that pin. I'm starting to feel real good about this sausage roll.
You're exactly right here. Against the need to be champion, Jessica Troy is simply looking to maintain the title for the Rebellion, even if that means keeping it on Lena Kross.
Jessica Troy now in the corner of the ring, stomping away at Garrett.
Santana in sincere trouble here as the Rebellion is putting the boots, and now Ash nowhere to be found. This is essentially a 2-on-1 affair for the time being.
Sean, Lena Kross was just looking over the top of that ladder. That's how tall she is.
Lena Kross standing well over 6 foot. And now Santana struggling in vain! Finds an opening! Jessica Troy down. Santana found the moment, took her shot. Unfortunately, the Rebellion inadvertently attacking each other.
That doesn't count, it was inadvertent.
Oh my God, again!
That also doesn't count. We're not counting that, that was an accident.
Jessica Troy now on the outside as Santana again employing the springboard back elbow. Lena looking for a roll. Wait a minute! Oh! Wow, out! The champ is out cold.
The champ rolling to the outside. Even though it's an ODQ, the pinfall has to be in the middle of the ring.
I was going to say Santana left solo in the ring here, needs somebody to pin. Oh, what in the world does she have in mind here? I think she spots Jessica Troy on the outside, coming across the ropes!
Oh, stop right there!
And again, weapons are appearing out of thin air.
If that's not a sign of things to come in this match, I don't know what is.
Former champion, Ash by Elegance, back in the ring. Again, reminder, this is not a ladder match. There's no reason to head up, except for nefarious purposes. What in the hell has Ash looked? Oh my God, Jesus Christ! Ash throwing caution to the wind.
How? She went head first into the Rebellion and then sprung right back up.
High risk, high reward. The fact of the matter is, I don't know how exactly she landed, but it definitely took out the Rebellion.
She's got something else in mind, Hal.
How Ash is still standing is beyond me. But her plan has not yet come to fruition. There is still more violence and pain to dish out. The champ thrown into the ring. There we go, pinfall inside the ring. Fortunately, that is enough time for the champion to at least gather enough energy to kick out. The trash talking still continuing now, looking for a suplex. Oh my God!
Oh! Jeez! Right up the gut! Oh! Gut buster onto the chair, knee to the head, and a kick out. How? That is what this belt means to these 4 women. They're willing to put their bodies through that and dig down deep and make sure the match continues because each of them want that gold around their waist.
The Rebellion throwing Santana against the ring, double boot to the face. And now again, Rebellion firmly in control, but not for long. Ash rallying a comeback. Oh! Single arm breaker. Now everyone grabbing shots at all, followed by the massive boot from the champion, Pitbull. 2 count, Santana Garrett getting the shoulder up again. WSW Women's Championship on the line in this fatal 4-way here on the Legacy Tour for World Series Wrestling.
Lena carrying Garrett outside, looking to put an end to one of her opponents. Oh! I mean, let's face it, if she can get rid of Garrett, Jessica Troy, her partner in the Rebellion, isn't going to put up a fight, so you're down to only one opponent then. And let's face it, a 2-on-1.
It is a very tried and true tactic of divide and conquer here.
What's going on here?
Is that a zip tie?
Lena Kross appears to be zip tying. Yes, she is. She's zip tied Santana Garrett to the barricade.
You can see trying valiantly. Oh my God!
Well, I said she wanted to take out one of her opponents, and it looks like she's done that by zip tying Santana Garrett to the outside. And now a 2-on-1 attack seems to be on the cards for Ash by Elegance.
Oh! The Rebellion has found a way to divide and conquer, and now it's the former champion left alone in the ring with the Rebellion. Lena Kross directing traffic, telling Troy to, oh no. Demanding that Troy grab a chair. There's already 2, they want more. See a stack of chairs, I think, being piled there in the ring. Santana Garrett still on the outside, not able to do a damn thing.
Lena has an idea here. 4 chairs in the ring. 1 chair set up. I can't even begin to imagine what they've got in mind.
This fatal 4-way. Oh! Violent throwing of the belt there. And another door. We're 1 door down, about to be 2. What was scheduled as a fatal 4-way has now essentially become a triple threat, which is essentially a handicap match.
I think it's adorable.
See the time that the Rebellion is taking to simply set things up slowly, methodically. Ash is not going to go down without a fight. Now into the end. No! Jessica Troy eating the chair!
Now what does Lena Kross do? Does she check her teammate? Or does she get the title? She does the smart thing and tries to finish off the former champ to retain the World Series Wrestling Championship.
That's it, Lena Kross understanding that this match is still ongoing. Your teammate is down. There's still the task at hand. Wicked shots from Ash.
Oh,
no! Oh my God!
Lena goes through the door. Ash running across the other side of the ring.
Opportunity has arisen.
She's signaling for what? A headbutt? Surely not.
Rarified air! Troy is down! Troy is down!
Here is your winner and the new World Series Wrestling Women's Champion, Ash by Elegance.
Blood in her mouth, a tooth potentially loose. But Ash by Elegance has regained the title that she lost last night.
This hellacious match taking its toll on the new champion, who's extremely grateful to all the fans here in Adelaide, South Australia. She is once again holding high the World Series Wrestling Championship title, and once again at the top of the mountain.
The war that Ash had to go through to ensure victory, almost landing on her head. There was stop signs, doors, ladders, multiple chairs. And at the end of the day, here in Adelaide, Ash by Elegance is now once again the World Series Wrestling Women's Champion. The Rebellion tried everything they could to maintain their hold of the Women's Championship. Santana Garrett, for all we know, might still be tied up down in the corner. They excluded Ash by Elegance from her ally, and even that was not enough to deny her.
It just shows what that title means to these women. They are willing to put themselves through. Oh my God. It's usually reserved for Hindley Street. That's just down the road.
Championship celebration is in full swing here. Ash is going to leave Adelaide World Series Wrestling Women's Champion.
She's going to leave a two-time World Series Wrestling Champion.
Having a look at how things imploded for the Rebellion.
Fans, we are going to take a shot.
Lena Kross being driven through the door here. Right now. And with only one person left standing in the ring, it was Ash by Elegance. We now have, that is 2 titles that have already taken place, been up for grabs. Was incredible, Ben, and there's so much more to come.
Absolutely, but before we look at what's to come, let's look at what has come. Phrasing. We've got a recap here of what has gone on so far. Of course, we started off the night with the Maharaja telling Matt Cardona to shut up and setting up a triple threat for this evening.
But of course then, the first match was Shigehiro versus Sidney Akeem in a battle of will, a battle of force against force, until finally, after crossbodies, moonsaults, there was a cutter! And Shigehiro was caught.
Speaking of cutters, Dean Brady, Adelaide's own member of the Old Guard, tried to win the World Series Wrestling Australian Championship, but came up short to the new champion, Matt Riddle. And my gosh, didn't Dean Brady put on a clinic here?
You see that fisherman suplex here, barrage after barrage after barrage. But one Bro Derek later, and the Australian Championship was retained by Matt Riddle.
And as we just saw, the fatal four-way, no DQ battle for the World Series Wrestling Australian Women's Championship was undertaken by 2 members of the Rebellion and 2 single wrestlers. Despite the odds, despite the numbers, Ash by Elegance persevered and went through hell, much like Santana Garrett, to come up.
And we know that Santana Garrett was tied off to the corner, leaving Ash by Elegance alone with the Rebellion. Ash went through hell, knocking out the champion, until finally, gathering a moment, had Jessica Troy alone and was able to secure herself as a 2-time women's champion here on the Legacy Tour.
Absolutely amazing scenes here at Adelaide for the 20th anniversary World Series Wrestling Legacy Tour.
And remembering, of course, in the main event tonight, we have the triple threat. Both the WSW Heavyweight Championship and the Internet Championship will be on the line. Nic Nemeth, Matt Cardona, Raj Dhesi, that and so much more. That is only part 1 here tonight. We'll be back after a short intermission for some more World Series Wrestling action on the Legacy Tour. We'll see you soon.
The following match is a triple threat tornado tag team match, and it is for the World Series Wrestling Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, the first challengers. From high atop Mount Olympus, making their return home to Adelaide, please welcome Gabriel Eros and Eli Theseus, the Parea.
And this is how we're going to kick things off for the second half of our Adelaide leg of the Legacy Tour here, Ben. It is 3 teams vying for the World Series Wrestling Tag Team titles, recently ripped from the Parea, currently in the hands of the Bollywood Boyz. And on the other side of the corner, we're going to have the Old Guard.
Absolutely huge. I cannot get over how important this tag match is, this tag team tournament, this three-way tag team competitions. I'm stumbling over my words. I just cannot wait for this match. We have got, kicking off the second half, the Parea, the Old Guard, and the new Bollywood Boyz. The new Bollywood, sure, they're new. They're the newest boys around, the Bollywood Boyz, and they are holding the tag team championships here at World Series Wrestling.
The Parea, having lost the championship title belts last night, are looking to regain those championship belts. The Bollywood Boyz now have to prove that just as tough as it is to gain those belts, you now have to hold on to them.
Well, I don't want to be that well actually guy, Sean, but they lost it on night 1, not night 2.
That's right, absolutely right. Last night, we had the Maharaja teaming up with the Bollywood Boyz to go up against Matt Cardona and the Parea. Now looking to garner at least a win column, because at the moment the Parea are 0-2 on the Legacy Tour. This is a bit of redemption now. They're back in Adelaide for the first time in a long time.
And their first opponents.
Speaking of Adelaide, the Old Guard representing here tonight.
Weighing in a combined weight of 203 kilograms. Representing the Old Guard, Matt Grim Basso, and World Class Chris Basso.
Of course, Matt Basso, who you see front and center here, former tag team champion for World Series Wrestling with Eric Redbeard, now teaming up with his brother. These are the Basso brothers here, looking to gain some tag team gold together.
And let me give you a bit of background on the Bassos here. Both are members of the hugely impactful stable, the Old Guard. Both have been in the industry for over 20 years. And both of these men responsible for training the 2 men who are currently in the ring, the Parea. These 2 icons of the Australian scene, not only the South Australian scene, are responsible for so much of the wrestling history that has happened within this state. And they are here tonight to make more history and capture those World Series Wrestling Tag Team Championships and bring them home to the Old Guard.
These are the 2 men that have the most experience in this tag team affair. Of course, this is not an ordinary tag team match. There are 3 teams in the ring. It's 2 on 2 on 2. And again, just like earlier in the night, if you're the champions, you do not have to be involved in the pinfall. You can lose your titles without ever being pinned or made to submit. That is something that the champions, Mahal, the Bollywood Boyz, are going to have to keep in mind here tonight as we await the entrance of the tag team champions of World Series Wrestling.
And finally,
I got to tell you, Sean, I'm not feeling very confident with the Bollywood Boyz' approval rating with this crowd. You have got the darlings
from Vancouver, Canada, they are the World Series Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the Bollywood Boyz.
The Bollywood Boyz, to your point, Ben, hometown heroes they are not.
No, you've got Matt and Chris Basso of the Old Guard. You've got the Parea against, well, international talent. And one thing I can tell you about South Australians, they are fiercely loyal. However, the Bollywood Boyz have been captivating crowds the past 2 nights here at World Series Wrestling, and I'm confident that even though Adelaide may have a bit of a bias to their homegrown heroes, they can win them over.
Garrett and Mahal, this is their debut tour here for World Series Wrestling. The first time they've come down with WSW, and in their very first night, capturing the tag team titles here. They're coming in with an overwhelming amount of momentum. They now hold 2 victories over the Parea in different formats. This is simply another way to do so, to go 3-0. 2 more nights, they're sitting pretty.
And you've got to wonder what that means for the Parea if they take another L here. What does it mean going forward for them in those tag team championships?
That's it, you have your 4-night tour here, going across Brisbane, Melbourne, Sidney, and Adelaide. Every match counts, every win counts, every loss is taken into account moving forward with the powers that be. If you're the Parea, this is a must-win situation. Tag team champions.
You look on the outside, Eli Theseus getting up there in Matt Basso's face, and I've been in the same room with Matt Basso, spoken with him many a time. Even when he likes you, and that's a rarity, he's a scary man.
Champions here in the ring. We see Harv, Sierra, Harv and Gerv now. Pre-match warm-up and celebrations. It's all party now, but in a short minute, this is 6 men smashing and crashing into each other, all for those 2 titles you see around the waist of the champs right now. Reminder, we want to thank you all again watching through Triller TV from the comforts of your own home for tuning in to the World Series Wrestling Legacy Tour. Again, we're on night 3. We have 1 more night to go. We hope you tune in for all the action across the Legacy Tour.
Parea chants echoing throughout the hallowed halls of the Ridley Centre here at the Adelaide Showgrounds.
Gabriel Eros feeling the electricity. Eli Theseus, Parea, hometown boys. There you see them. The WSW tag team titles raised high in the air. You have brothers against bonded through war and fire, the Parea. 3 teams that are so emphatically tag teams. They're not thrown together.
And look at this! Matt Basso jumping the Parea. Chris Basso jumping the Bollywood Boyz, taking 2 teams on 1. And that's what the old guard stands for here.
There you go, the Basso brothers starting things off strong and hard hitting, and now heading towards the champions.
Perhaps a
with
bit
a
too
clothesline.
confident.
Gerv taking Matt Basso up and over the big man to the ground.
Now Chris Basso in the middle of the ring with both Harv and Gerv, giving some payback to the jump start we saw at the beginning here of the match.
And this is another instance where I really do not envy the position of our referee, having to contend with 3 teams, too many, 6 competitors.
The Bollywood Boyz receiving those boos from the crowd, which of course we know is a little bit of bipartisanship from, well, not bipartisanship, the opposite of that, from the Adelaide crowd.
Very partisan crowd. Still happy to count along as we go. There, a 3-corner salute. Gerv dragging the head of the engineer, perhaps looking for the 4th corner, passing off to Harv. Count them, 20, no, what the hell? 25 head smashes, 5 unassisted. That muscle memory. Bollywood Boyz stalking the engineer, double clothesline, taking Chris Basso down.
I mean, has this match even started yet? I guess a 3-way, there's no really any disqualifications either.
Exactly right, this is a all teams against each other sort of affair. 1 pinfall to a victory.
Oh, and the side ring post.
Chris Basso really having his work cut out for him at the moment, having to compete against both champions. By the same token, you see the Parea on the outside going to task against grim Matt Basso. The Bassos started off strong. Unfortunately, each man has drawn the ire of a full tag team. A well-oiled machine, that is the Parea. Eli Theseus splashing up against Matt Basso, launching Gabriel Eros.
Chris Basso's now jumping in and smashes into his brother. And now the Parea.
Not even 10 years into the industry, the Parea is one of, if not the most impressive, aggressive, and fantastic teams that Australia currently has to offer.
Spiking Matt Basso there with a DDT. Eli Theseus springing to his feet and just absorbing the applause that this Adelaide crowd has for their homegrown heroes.
Eli Theseus, Gabriel Eros, the Parea, former WSW Tag Team Champions. Now we see the Bollywood Boys back in the ring, current champions of World Series Wrestling. There we go, let's run this match back, Ben.
Well, from what we saw on night one, I'd be more than happy to see that. The rivalry that these two teams have in the past two nights, and now the third, has been so heated.
Is this a wrestling match or are we about to see a dance-off? No, we're about to see the party pooped on by the Basso brothers.
Please, they're the old guard. Show some respect.
Eli Theseus launched to the outside and now leaving Half Sierra in the ring with Matt and Chris Basso, two members of the old guard. We saw Dean Brady early on putting on a tremendous showing against Matt Riddle for the Australian Championship. Coming up short, but that does not mean the old guard may not leave Adelaide here tonight with World Series Wrestling gold.
Honestly, they're my pick to win, if I can be so brazen. I mean, they've got more experience in the ring than anyone there. They've both been multiple-time champions.
Oh. Then again, as we stated, grim Matt Basso has already held the tag team titles before. Now the big man up onto the top.
You got to believe that was devastating if it was going to connect.
Half Sierra just looking to dodge the big man time and time again.
Matt Basso hitting the actual hardest part of the ring post. It's made of metal.
And notice, where possible, the strategy that these tag teams have looked to employ is a 2-on-1 affair wherever possible. Stay with your tag team partner and try and single out a competitor. Manhattan drop by Garrett has Chris Basso in control. Going again! The groinal region of the engineer is being smashed to pieces.
I can't tell if the Adelaide crowd wants more or feels bad for Mr. Basso.
Column A, column B. Oh, good Lord. Are we looking for an assisted Manhattan drop?
Oh, God, no.
Matt Basso coming to the aid of his brother.
Thank goodness for Grim. Oh!
The old guard now, both in the ring with Eli Theseus, looking to rally for a valiant effort, but unfortunately misguided. Have you ever heard of Basso chop before? You're about to.
I have nightmares about
Good grief!
I think he's dead.
If you have trouble waking up in the morning, don't have a cup of coffee. Get Matt to come to your house and chop you a new one. Have you going for days.
Now Mr. Basso lining up for a chop of his own. Oh!
Eli Theseus. Chest raw. Unfortunately, Gabriel Eros, his tag team partner, nowhere to be found. It's Eli Theseus alone in the ring with the old guard currently, who have taken control.
Sidewalk slam by the big man.
Massive impact. You can see there, exactly right, Chris Basso playing defense on the outside. There are 3 other people to contend with.
And I gotta say, here at World Series Wrestling, you're witnessing a bit of a treat. In their 20 years of wrestling and training, these two brothers haven't teamed up a hell of a lot. Probably not the best time to show that against the Parea.
Gabriel Eros building up some steam here. Has an answer for all of Grimm's strikes here. Coming forth, Basso eats a drop kick for his troubles. Gabriel Eros firing up.
Having the crowd on your side is such an advantage to you. You don't want to let them down. You feed on their energy, and it gives you the energy to do stuff.
Oh no!
That's what I was talking about. That's the energy. He was so pumped by the crowd's energy. He overexerted himself, and he's back in the ring for more.
2. Watch out! Gabriel Eros took himself well over the top rope.
Oh.
Jackhammer, 2 count. That's the thing, as much as the hometown advantage is a boon for you, you have to make sure you don't get too overzealous. Gabriel Eros almost took himself out of the damn match. It's about harnessing that energy.
Come on, Sean, you're in front of a hometown crowd. You've got over 1,000 people screaming for you. You are going to put as much into it as you can.
Moment. Thankfully, I'm not one of the individuals in the ring here. Got the Parea and the old guy breaking the eye.
Smart by Mr. Basso, doing it where the ref couldn't see. Breaking up the attempted maneuver.
Up.
Feeding him to Matt Basso with a huge choke slam in the middle of the ring.
Wisely, Gabriel Eros rolling out of the ring. Again, there is no legal individual. If you're in the ring, you can be pinned.
So can you pin your own partner?
I've never seen it happen.
I mean, you know, if that was me, because I am weak and not a wrestler, I would say pin me and take those titles home.
See there, I don't know if you can see from here at home, the mouth of Chris Basso bloodied up.
Dual sharpshooter.
Dual sharpshooters.
Both are locked in. Now you only need one of them to tap. And the Bollywood boys retain their World Series Wrestling Tag Team Championships.
Brothers against brothers here in the squared circle. Bollywood boys, the old guard, screaming in pain, reaching out for each other.
Holding hands, lending strength. The two siblings refuse to give up. They don't want to be the one that taps out and costs them the tag team titles.
Look how deep they're cinched in with those sharpshooters. The Parea in the ring, super kick. Eli Theseus muscling up. Oh! Backbreaker, backdrop, neckbreaker combination by the Parea. Taking advantage of the champions who did not have them scouted.
Gabriel!
Up and over! In the ring, Eli Theseus with a splash. 2! Oh my goodness, so close! Garrett able to kick out at the very last moment. For the time being, keeping hold of those titles for his brother.
The Adelaide crowd here letting the ref know what they think of that count, but rules are rules.
Now the 10 count has started. Technically everyone is down.
But I mean, who do you
How does
throw
that
out?
work?
Yeah, I don't see the point in counting other than to remind the guys to get in the ring. We're going to keep this match going.
Get up. Do you just disqualify Eli and Gerv? Well, we won't have to find out. Both men made their way to their feet. Eli Theseus, Gerv Sira.
Listen to that crowd.
Gerv Sira having it scouted. And now, tag team action. Looking for that pendulum backbreaker. Up and over!
connecting with the chin there. I'm surprised if Eli's even awake after that.
Wait! Gabriel knew that he wasn't going to be able to get him in time to stop a pinfall. The referee's leg is right there.
But again, what's the referee going to do? Disqualify him? You can't. Tornado tag team rules. You can do whatever you like. Oh! And Gabriel finding that out the hard way.
Big things starting to heat up here. Carnage on the inside, chaos on the outside. Basso stalking Theseus.
Big Grim with a big no.
Hold on, Ben! Roll up! Roll up! Oh my God!
No way!
Winners and the new World Series Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the Parea!
If you looked away for just a moment, chokeslam reversal into a quick roll-up, and Eli Theseus and Gabriel Eros are once again the World Series Wrestling Tag Team titles, and Ben, the Bollywood Boys were not even involved.
I believe the first three-time World Series Wrestling Tag Team Champions from it. Whoa!
Hold on, hold on. Further developments here, the old guard potentially looking to sneak up on the champions, the Bollywood Boys, running defense. Basso is irate. Here he talked about the rivalry between these two teams, but there you see the ultimate show of respect. Obviously disappointed and dejected, but will still give the champions, the new champions, their due.
All credit to the Bollywood Boys. They are a class act here. Not only coming to the defense from a sneak attack from the old guard, but perhaps somewhat restrictively, apprehensively, shaking hands with the new champs.
Let's look back at this incredible six-man, three-team affair here early on. A lot of two-on-one team-ups here. The old guard taking control, and an absolutely fired-up Gabriel Eros.
Oh!
Tag team ensued, Gabriel saving the match for his team until finally a choice roll-up from Eli Theseus secured the titles for the Parea. Once again here in Adelaide, Eli Theseus and Gabriel Eros can call themselves new WSW Tag Team Champions. Just another one to add to the collection, Ben.
One of many, many more. The two residing now overseas in the United States, determined to show the world what Australians, what Adelaideans have to bring to this fine art of wrestling.
This is the second title that has changed hands here tonight, of course. There could be a third tonight. We still have the World Series Wrestling World Championship up for grabs here again, the triple threat.
And the Internet Championship.
Two titles on the line.
That is what I'm nervous about. That title never gets defended, ever. We're going to be witnessing history here in Adelaide tonight when Matt Cardona puts up his Internet Championship against the World Series Wrestling Championship. I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
That is desperation that'll come into full force later on as Matt Cardona brings himself into the match. However, before we get there,
talk about desperation.
The following match is a singles match scheduled for one fall.
I do not like this man.
Introducing first, weighing in this afternoon at 1,000 pounds of pure ego. He's your mum's favourite wrestler, the official ego, Matt Hader.
A man with the most plunging neckline that I've ever seen.
Wrestling is a community. Wrestling is a kinship. We're all in it together to show the very best athletes the world, the country, the state has to offer. Matt Hader thinks it's all about him.
Matt Hayter, known as the official ego. We know that he is no stranger to World Series Wrestling, but he has an opportunity to make this night all about him as he goes one-on-one with very nice, very evil Danhausen.
I mean, really, what's... Come on, that automatically showing disrespect. Like, has no honor, no regard for wrestling as a whole. Does things his way, and if you don't like it, too bad.
Exactly it. He is an anomaly. He is a difference maker. He is different. Matt Hayter exemplifies a whole new generation, a brand new approach for professional wrestling. He does exemplify the very best of Australian wrestling, like it or lump it.
I choose to lump.
And his opponent, he's very nice, he's very evil, Raj Dhesi!
So I've learnt now that the jar is full of teeth,
Yeah,
or is it different now? I don't.
Something we discovered on night one. I have two questions. The first one being, why? The second one being...
Whose?
Yeah! You have the same thought!
Whose
Where's he
teeth?
getting these teeth?
My other question is it one person's or several?
Do you think there's a conspiracy between Danhausen and the Tooth Fairy? Who, of course, we know is Dwayne Johnson.
That's a 2007 reference that I've missed.
That's my wheelhouse, Sean. I thought you'd learn by now.
Of course, we now see Danhausen and Matt Hayter. This is the match where I think both men are going to look to out-weird the other. Matt say Danhausen a bit of a master of the psychological warfare. Got to say Matt Hayter's a little bit up there. The outfit was a choice. So was Danhausen's hat, to be perfectly honest.
I think you'll find it's the Danhausen. Research, Sean, it's important.
There we go. Oh my God.
That is gross. That is actually gross.
His teeth are huge.
Fun fact, my mum kept all my baby teeth.
Really?
Yeah, it's quite disturbing.
You still have them?
I think she's a serial killer.
This is the match before our proceedings. Before our main event tonight, we have Matt Hayter, the official ego, up against Danhausen here. I really am unsure what to expect. Apparently we're in Danhausen. What is this? They're emoting. Both men hitting the taunt button over and over.
This isn't the wide world of sports. You're not umpires.
There we go. Everyone wins.
Oh, that's it. Match over. They're going to go home, have a beer.
Well, I guess we head to our main event now. Look to see Nic Nemeth defending his title as both Matt Hayter and Danhausen make their way to the back. It's the weirdest match I've ever seen. Hold on.
Cameraman, get out of the way.
Is that a race? There you go. There's the tactic. Gas out Danhausen. Now I think, maybe, just maybe, Ben, I think we're about to see a wrestling match.
I mean, we'd better. No.
Oh, feeling each other out here.
Don't say it like that.
We're looking for a... Oh no, wait a minute.
Too early. Don't peak so early.
Hold on. We about to see a World Series Wrestling first.
Yeah, one half of the commentary team walking out.
I just want to point out, I just realized that there are literal teeth on Danhausen's tights, and I've only just realized. Oh my God! Pitching, grabbing the nose of Hayter. We have Danhausen just having a conversation with himself in the ring.
And Hayter gearing up for...
Jumping up against the ropes here. Up, goes under, goes over, Danhausen. Oh my good Lord. The agility and the athleticism of Hayter in full display. And now the pace starts to pick up. The Hayter elbow drop. Back elbow. And now the top comes off. Singlet. It's a one piece. There you go, Ben. We've got to give the audience what they want here. The crowd wants Hayter to take it off, and he does.
My eyes.
The booty of Hayter, and now the groin of Hayter. How that does not hurt Matt Hayter, I have not yet figured out.
I'll show you an anatomy chart after this. This Adelaide crowd encouraging for the wrong reasons.
The first profanity-laden chance of the night. Danhausen, what is he? Is he trying to will the crowd together? Wait a minute! Wait a minute! No! Curse time! Oh no! No! Is that a penile curse? No. Look. Look.
Danhausen's a magician. He made it disappear.
No! Small package!
Yes, it is.
Matt Hayter now is a smaller package. Did he give it back? I don't think he did. Danhausen and Matt Hayter now starting off. Oh!
Don't do that. Don't do that!
Hayter discovering something new about himself.
What is wrong?
If you start asking those questions, you're going to be confused this entire match, Ben. 10-punch salute. Danhausen laying into the official ego. 10! Bulldog, center of the ring. Matt Hayter supplanted on the ground. Just yell raise.
Rise.
Rise.
He's commanding him. Perhaps he has power over that appendage.
Oh! Cross body, beautifully executed. 1-2. Hayter with the shoulder up. Things I did not expect to see on the Legacy Tour. Matt Hayter versus Danhausen.
That's something I was hoping I wouldn't see on the Legacy Tour.
We have disappearing genitalia, a corner full of teeth, and a plunging neckline. Listen up. Oh! Tattooing the chest even more on Danhausen here. Now stalking his opponent. Good Lord, I thought, is that Danhausen behind Danhausen?
It's a Fanhausen.
Oh no, against the post here. Hayter looking for blood. No!
Oh!
Hey, did you hear that sound reverberating around the Ridley Center?
If the curse wasn't enough, that chop to the post has certainly ruined Matt Hayter's sexual life.
Oh no, think we're right up close to personal. Chop over to the chest of Hayter. Now regains control in the action, I think. No, commanding the crowd to get out of the way. Ah! Thus ended the performance of Matt Hayter.
The wonderful thespian that he is.
Ooh. Danhausen now calling for a flip over potentially, but no! Good grief! Elbow straight into the mouth of Danhausen, who kicks out. Woo. Solid headbutt. Never an advisable strike in my book. And now, 5 count starting here. Danhausen hung up on the ropes. Can Matt Hayter curse as well?
No.
He can curse, but...
No, generally, it's people cursing when they're around Matt Hayter. That's generally how it goes around these parts.
Oof. Solid strikes as the pace begins to slow down. Hayter, of course, cannot help himself. He needs to
bring the attention onto him.
Gain a little bit of a shot. Danhausen afraid of the curse?
Well, no, he's protecting his intellectual property.
Wait a minute. From one side to the other. I think he's drawing power. Oh!
Danhausen firing up. An attempted theft of a gimmick.
Wrench in the arm, and now coming back into control. Danhausen looking to launch. But he's going to go for a flying elbow there and maybe second guessing himself. Oh my God! Knocked out! Jeez! I think Danhausen already has another tooth to add to his collection, one of his own.
After that one, you might have to call him Deathhausen. Because he's dead. Because Matt Hayter.
I got it, yes.
Aren't you laughing?
Oh. It was a bit too highbrow.
Checks out.
Hayter slowly taking his time, coming to the top rope, giving Danhausen plenty of time to launch onto the attack here, and now both men in a dangerous positioning on the top here. Oh no. Danhausen looking for a backdrop.
Blocked by Hayter, hanging on desperately.
For dear life, Matt Hayter looking not to go back of the head first. Giving himself a brief moment of reprieve. Hold on, Danhausen coming in again. Going to the well once more.
Matt Hayter firing back with one of the wells of his own.
Danhausen adamant of making this work. Wait a minute, no, oh my God! Rake of the eyes, that'll do it.
Enough of a distraction to get him up top.
Oh my God, let's be careful. Careful, both men up and over! Superplex off the top rope, both men down.
Matt Hayter copped the most of that, but of course Danhausen didn't come away free of pain. That taking it out of both men.
That's it, you just need to be the first man to make their way to their feet and then continue on the assault. Honestly, I think Danhausen may have gotten the worst of that. He's slowly making his way to his feet. Hayter to his feet first. Oh no! One strike, two strike. Trying desperately to find his opponent, is met with a drop kick to the mouth. Danhausen building up some steam. Launching Northern Light suplex. Feeling the crowd, feeling the energy. Danhausen coming through.
Oh, that's one. Danhausen getting a run up. That's two. Danhausen back.
Hold on.
Oh, and he had Hayter scouted.
Oh!
Flips him through. Hayter's seeing daisies, and Danhausen is going for those disgusting teeth.
Damn it. We saw this happen on night one. Sidney, wait a minute, roll up.
Oh, so close.
I have to wonder if Matt Hayter got a chance to talk with Sidney Akeem, see what it tastes like to have a bunch of teeth in your mouth. Oh!
Hater up top.
Potential moonsault incoming.
No, once again, pandering, desperate for approval.
Oh, but still enough time to get the job done. That could be it. 1, 2. Kick out by Danhausen.
Hater just looks bewildered. What more does he have to do to put Danhausen away? That is a good answer to the question. Hater tuning up the band.
Lining up a super kick. Danhausen had it scouted. Hold on. Huge, hellacious choke slam. Oh, no.
No.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
there's teeth in the teeth.
Oh, I don't like the guy, but no one deserves that. Punt to the head.
I don't know what teeth came out. Was it Matt's or the rest of it? Either way, the one thing we know for certain that Danhausen comes away with the victory. Night 3 here on the Legacy Tour. Danhausen trying to, again, I think we need to collect
the teeth.
Yes, we need to find a way to, we've got a main event coming. Once again, very nice, very evil Danhausen coming through with a victory here in Adelaide tonight.
And hopefully we can just leave it at that. That's done. That's all we need. Thank you, Danhausen, but
we'll see how this match came to fruition. A bunch of shenanigans, a curse or two, until things spilled on the outside and a wrestling match ensued. Of course, Hater's hand might be broken at this point.
Well, his ego surely took a beating. Teeth to the mouth, kick to the head. 1, 2, 3. Danhausen takes the victory.
Danhausen getting his second victory here as we head towards the main event.
Have you enjoyed yourselves tonight, Adelaide? Well, we're not finished yet. Are you ready for your main event? Adelaide, are you ready for your triple threat, double title main event? The following match is a triple threat match for the Internet Championship and the World Series Wrestling World Championship. Introducing first.
I'm so nervous, Sean. The king of the death match. The Indie God. The current Internet Champion. And my personal hero, Matt Cardona.
Flanked by Lena, Kross, who we saw early in the night, unfortunately losing her World Series Wrestling Women's title. But on to Matt Cardona. The man was not even going to be involved in this match tonight. He put up everything that he believes in, everything that he has trust and love for. The belt you see on his shoulder, the Internet Championship, was put up as collateral to buy himself a match here tonight against the champion and the other contender here this evening, Raj Dhesi.
And I personally think it's absolutely disgraceful that he had to go to those lengths. Matt Cardona was never pinned for the World Series Wrestling Championship. He never lost that title. Why? Why he has to put up something so important like the Internet Championship for anyone to take him seriously, for anyone to give him the opportunity to regain that which he never truthfully lost. Corrupt and conspiracies, and they're all against that man there who has given us everything here in Australia. He has put his life on the line, he has put his career on the line, and now he has put his belt on the line to get anyone to pay attention to him. I am furious.
Are you done? Great.
You know it's true.
Matt Cardona is one of many who want to grab their hands on the WSW World Heavyweight title. Another such man is Raj Dhesi, the Maharaja, the man who has a pinfall victory over Matt Cardona in night one, a man who won a six-man tag alongside the Bollywood Boyz against Matt Cardona and the Parea, a man who has earned the respect of Nic Nemeth and the higher-ups to give him this match, and now we see why things have come to pass the way that they have. Through hell or high water, the complete Matt Cardona has gathered himself a spot in this match, and by the end of tonight you may be looking at a man holding not one but two titles above his head, the Internet Championship there and the World Heavyweight title of World Series Wrestling.
What do you mean cool? We will be seeing that.
Cardona is defiant to the very end as he kisses his title perhaps for the last time here tonight.
Just stop all this negativity.
We'll jump onto things a little bit more positive as we come to the only member of this match who does not currently have a title in his possession. Raj Dhesi, the Maharaja, making his World Series Wrestling debut in this tour, has earned his spot in this match through an undefeated record so far on the Legacy Tour. He looks to make it 3-0 and to have two titles around his waist heading into the last night of this tour.
Maharaja, standing at 6'5", he's an absolute mountain of an individual.
Maharaja towers over the majority of competition, especially here in World Series Wrestling. He came into Adelaide fired up, ready to prove a point, ready to bulldoze over any and all competition, firmly believing that the title will be his. Nic Nemeth, the champion, came out early in the night and said, absolutely, let's have you in a match. I'm a defending, fighting champion, let's go. This will be the first time that these three men have met each other in the squared circle all together for a triple threat contest as we await the arrival of the WSW World Champion.
Here he is! After winning the title in Adelaide last year, Nic Nemeth returns to defend the World Series Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship.
He's a wanted man indeed. The moniker is simply the truth. You have every and anyone vying for him. The target is on his back, and Nic Nemeth simply says, come one, come all. I'll take you all on.
The target's on his back. I'd say the target is on his head, because in night one, we saw Nic Nemeth suffer a severe laceration on the top of his head in a title defense against Matt Riddle. And you had better believe that not only the Maharaja, but also Matt Cardona were watching that match closely, and they know exactly what to do. Pound that head, get that wound back open, and make him bleed, make him dizzy, make him lose that coveted title.
And of course, let's not forget last night, Nic Nemeth defended that very title against Australia's own Mick Moretti in a 50-minute plus affair. Mick Moretti gave it his absolute all, but you still have your fighting, reigning, defending champion Nic Nemeth here.
And you bring a good point up. This is the third night in a row that Nic Nemeth has had to defend his title. Previously only one-on-one. He's in a triple threat. Again, seems to be the theme of this evening. He doesn't have to be pinned to lose that title. Likewise, Matt Cardona doesn't have to be pinned to lose the Internet Championship. High stakes.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, wrestling fans of Adelaide, South Australia. This is your main event for the World Series Wrestling Legacy Tour. And it is for the Internet Championship and the World Series Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first in this triple threat, hailing from Long Island, he is the reigning and defending, undisputed Internet Champion, the complete Matt Cardona!
Cardona looking a little less confident than we're used to seeing him.
He's gripping that title with an iron grip.
Introducing next, from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, he is the Maharaja, Raj Dhesi.
Conversely, looking confident as ever, the Maharaja.
And finally, defending the World Series Wrestling Heavyweight Championship, the Wanted Man, Nic Nemeth!
Nic Nemeth has been doing this for over 20 years. The man is just as agile, just as incredible, just as formidable as he was then, he is now. He has never backed down from a challenge, and I think it is going to take a hell of a lot to tear that title away from Nic Nemeth. But the same can be said for Matt Cardona.
I was just about to say that. You think that Nic Nemeth wants that World Series Wrestling Championship, you're going to have to drag the Internet Championship off of Matt Cardona's cold, dead corpse, because he is not going to let that title go fleetingly. It just shows how much that World Championship means to Matt Cardona, that he's even willing to put it on the line when he shouldn't have to.
Cardona and Nemeth know each other very well, especially across the World Series Wrestling circuit. The anomaly, the difference maker, the unknown commodity is Raj Dhesi. Man, again, who is making his debut here at the Legacy Tour. The disruptor.
Whoa, wait here. Wait a minute here, Sean. Cardona trying to reason with Kali.
And unfortunately, it is not going to work. Tactic 1 fails for the evening. Fortunately, if Cardona wants these belts, he's going to have to fight for it.
Cardona now against Nemeth.
Looking for an alliance here.
For old time's sake, Nic Nemeth joining with Cardona to take on Dhesi.
Nemeth asking the crowd should, wow! Feigning a super kick there. 1 bird to 2, 4 birds squarely in the direction of the complete Matt Cardona.
And we're off on this World Series Wrestling triple threat match.
Oh, stiff shot here. There is 3 men, 2 titles in 1 main event.
Again, you saw an eye poke there. Referee saw the poke there. And there's no disqualifications. It's a triple threat. It's a triple threat.
And as you specified and put a spotlight on earlier, Ben, again, this is an instance where the champions simply do not need to be involved. It is the theme of the night. You can be a champion and someone else can be pinned, and then you're no longer the champion. Simple as that, and as quick as that.
Nic Nemeth trying to finish it early, which I don't blame him. Again, he has wrestled each and every night of this tour in huge matches. His body's got to be aching.
That's it. This World Series Wrestling Tour is all about endurance. It's all about attrition. It's your ability to withstand punishment, weather the storm, and continue on, and to stay on top if you can.
Look at that headlock, bringing Nemeth down to his knees. Just the power of Raj.
So using that 6'5" frame to simply power through his opponent, enforce his will. Where Nic Nemeth is going to have to rely on
big shoulder block.
Is the speed advantage and the experience advantage.
Raj is feeling it.
Coming across the ropes, up and over, and again! Shoulder blocking the champion down to the ground. That's it, you see at the moment, Raj Dhesi is just employing the power game. Absolutely smothering the champion. Coming up and over, wow! Surprising amount of agility from the Maharaja.
Sorry, what was that, Sean? You don't know where Matt Cardona is? Well, let me tell you, he's on the outside letting these two wrestle, letting them tire each other out, letting them beat each other senseless. And then, when the opportune moment arrives, Matt Cardona will swoop in like a graceful, I don't know, elephant? Sure. And take the pin as well as both titles.
And this is the thing, it's actually a very smart tactic. You're in a triple threat match. Why exert more energy when you need to if the other two competitors are focused on each other? Now, Nic Nemeth taking wrist control, working his way. Doesn't need the power game, you just need to manipulate the body. And you have Maharaja at your will.
Doesn't matter how big you are, all joints work the same.
Whoa! Double clothesline. Finally, wait a minute!
Opportune moment! Opportune moment!
Heading over, one to the other. The prophecy has been fulfilled. Matt Cardona striking when the iron was hot. And now, unfortunately, has to deal with an upright Maharaja, chopping the life out of Cardona. Oh! With a bit of extra spit there, just to make a bit more impact. And now, one of the difference makers for Matt Cardona, now in the grasp of the Maharaja is Lena Kross. Cardona coming to the rescue. This is it, triple threat rules.
Choking him now. Again, triple threat rules. Doesn't have to let go at the 5, but he does because he's a nice guy.
Well, the thing is that while it technically is no DQ, you can't exactly be disqualified. So it's down to the referee here to try and maintain that semblance of order here. Strictly speaking, it is against the rules. But also, Matt Cardona's want to know how to work around it and through it.
Because he's a genius. Correct.
Cardona, Irish whipping Maharaja straight to the corner. Now the Indie God taking control.
Oh, he's feeling it now, Sean. He's starting to warm up. That confidence is coming back. Another pin. Quick kick out by the Maharaja.
Shirt comes off.
There he is. It's our champion.
Using the shirt to choke the life. And you see the 5 count employed. Remembering, of course, this is not just for Nemeth's heavyweight title. Cardona's pride and joy. The Internet Championship is also up for grabs.
Raj getting to his feet. Hitting the inside. Cardona cutting him off.
Nic Nemeth trying to get back in the ring. Cut off by Cardona.
Had him scouted. Atomic drop on the Internet Champion. Oh, big right by Raj Dhesi, followed by another and another, into the corner, clothesline, another one.
For those keeping score at home, for a bit of perspective, the Internet Championship that Matt Cardona holds has only been held by one other person, and that man is Effie, another WSW alumni. Effie is the only other man to hold the Internet Championship.
I don't acknowledge that title change.
Granted, it was for 15 days.
Nic Nemeth now getting the crowd fired up. Big elbow, and another one, driving the air out of those lungs. If you have no way to breathe, you have no way to kick out of a pin. And Nic Nemeth is on his 8th elbow. 9, one more.
Nemeth's cardio is second to none. 10 elbow drops firmly, squarely into the chest of the internet champion.
Talk about Nemeth, what about Cardona? He just got the air driven out of his lungs and was still able to kick out.
And that's exactly right. You have to really find a way to catch your breath, find some way to gather back your faculties, and one way might just be Lena Kross.
That's a smart way. She's learned from the best.
Of course, earlier tonight, Lena Kross having that opportunity to keep that WSW championship around her waist. Came very close. However, in the fatal four-way contest, Ash Bay Elegance comes away with the title once again here on the Legacy Tour.
And we might be seeing another title change here as Cardona lines up, but the Maharaja
hold on,
is back in.
Ben! God!
You gotta believe that all Raj Dhesi needs to do now is cover one of these men, and the titles are his. But can he do it?
Raj Dhesi still spent from the throttling he took earlier. None of these three men are able to capitalize.
Lena Kross letting Cardona know where he is and what he needs to do, where the weak link is, in order to retain and regain the World Series Wrestling Heavyweight Championship.
Now punches exchange between all three men as they're jockeying for position, trying to get back into their feet. Just chaos, a flurry of blows everywhere, fists are flying, boots! Oh my God! And just as quickly as that, they're down again. Cardona, Nic Nemeth, Raj Dhesi. One of these three men are coming away tonight as a double champion. Cardona has not.
Cardona. Yes,
Cardona has not let go of the Internet Championship since 2021.
Raj feeling that adrenaline, coming alive. Cardona has him scouted. Cardona now in the middle. Nemeth.
Steam. Now Nemeth's turn. Splashing one, splashing two.
Nemeth has Raj in the middle of the ring.
Wait a minute.
Nemeth has Cardona.
Flatliner DDT combination, both by Nic Nemeth. Goes to the pinfall.
Straight onto Raj. And a kick out there as well.
Nemeth almost securing a second title for himself here tonight.
All three of these men looking much worse for wear. Eyes beginning to glaze over. The longer they stay in that ring, the more tired they become. And the titles slip further and further away. Oh my goodness, that was close.
Cardona swung Nemeth into the path of the Maharaja. My God! That gutbuster.
Cardona now. We've got it. Oh.
Cardona, and notice, such a simple but effective and necessary strategy. Both men on the ground, pin both of them. Why not? Force them to exert more energy.
Raj being very smart, rolling to the outside to regain some energy, regain some air in his lungs. Cardona with his eyes focused on Nemeth. Nope, my mistake. Focused on the title.
And perhaps a bit of foresight on what is to come. Cardona raising the WSW Heavyweight Championship high above his head.
And threatening referee Michael Kent not to get in the way. Of course, there is nothing Michael Kent can do to stop him from attacking Nic Nemeth.
Nemeth,
the World Series Championship.
Nemeth having to no! Referee in the danger zone!
Nemeth!
1, 2, 3! Were it not for the championship belt to the skull of referee Mike Kent, Nic Nemeth would right now be calling himself a double champion.
He's out. The ref is out. And Lena Kross is in the ring.
Hold on. Lena Kross. Oh my God. Oh my God. TKO.
The former women's champion.
Now dragged. Lena Kross. Directing traffic, dragging the referee.
1.
Oh my God.
2. Come on, ref. Count that
Nic
3.
Nemeth. Raj Dhesi better be thanking his lucky stars because Nic Nemeth managed somehow, some way to get his shoulder up.
Matt Cardona is beside himself. He cannot believe it. What else does he have to do to put Nemeth down? Signaling to Lena.
Cardona and Kross looking beside themselves, absolutely shocked. And Nemeth was able to get the shoulder up.
What's under there?
What is under there? Oh my God.
Not another one.
How many? We're already 2 doors down. We have a 3rd door under the ring.
There's not going to be any doors any left in the showgrounds.
Thank goodness they took the knob off the door.
And left it beside me.
Now Lena Kross trying to put this door into place, create some sort of havoc, some sort of chaos, but she doesn't see the Maharaja behind her, but she senses it. Oh my God!
Good night, Lena Kross. Oh, low blow by Matt Cardona.
Oh, good night, Maharaja. Coming forward. Radio silence. Cardona. Cardona.
1, 2, 3.
Fingertips away from holding the World Heavyweight Championship once more.
What more does this man have to do? What more perils must he encounter? What obstacles must he overcome in order to regain that which he never lost?
Now sizing up, Raj Dhesi again. Looking for a second rope. Coming forward. Oh! Crashed and burned. Pass! Executed. Hit! Referee still. 2. No! No!
We've got to get another referee out here. What's going on?
Michael Kent is trying his best to stay in the match.
Raj has seen that door now.
Dhesi now setting up the door against the corner here. Question is, who goes through it?
Well, the door opens both ways. I don't know what that means, but it does.
Oh my God!
Whoa.
Oh! Danger zone once again! Hit! Connected! Oh, man! Cardona! Oh no! We're 3 doors down! We're 3 doors down!
I hate that band!
1, 2, 3!
Ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner, and still the World Series Wrestling Champion, and new Internet Champion, the Ultimate Nic Nemeth!
Not only has Nic Nemeth retained the WSW World Heavyweight title, but he now becomes only the 3rd individual to capture the Internet Championship of the world. Nic Nemeth, both titles raised high in the air.
This is the 2nd time Matt Cardona has been embarrassed by Nic Nemeth.
Matt Cardona placed the biggest bet of his career. He went all in, put all his chips on the table, and unfortunately lost. And Nic Nemeth reaps the benefits on this night. Fighting champion here on the Legacy Tour. This is 20 years of World Series Wrestling. Hold on, Ben. Things might be about to combust, implode in the center. There we have pure show of respect. Raj Dhesi tried his very best, but came up short to the better man on this night. Nic Nemeth is a double champion here on the Legacy Tour. Good God.
I might not like it, but history has been made here. And Adelaide, South Australia, we see here Raj trying to put Nemeth through that door. Nemeth hitting the danger zone. Cardona springing up, seeing his chance, reversed and goes through the door. And with it, leave these dreams of regaining the World Series Wrestling Championship.
That is all that Nic Nemeth needed to secure the pinfall. 3 count later. And you see right there now, Nic Nemeth is free to celebrate here in Adelaide, at least for one night. Because again, Ben, there is still one more night left on this tour here. One more night that Nic Nemeth needs to, absolutely needs to keep hold of his titles. There's still Sidney. If you're watching here on Triller TV, you of course can watch the remainder, the conclusion of the Legacy Tour here. We are going to be back in Sydney with Nic Nemeth, Matt Cardona, everyone else in World Series Wrestling, where titles can, may, might change hands once again.
If it's anything to go on by the last couple of evenings, the last couple of events, we might see a lot more title change here. One more night to go. Tomorrow night, we are in Sydney, New South Wales, at the Evan Theatre for the last show of the Legacy Tour, the 20th year anniversary tour of World Series Wrestling.
A huge congratulations to the wanted man, Nic Nemeth. Their final round of celebrations. Nic Nemeth here, one more run. Adelaide, it is now time to celebrate with your champion, Nic Nemeth. WSW World Heavyweight Champion, Internet Champion. Making history tonight here in World Series Wrestling.
I'm just gobsmacked. Yeah, history, yes, but not all history's good. Some history deserves to be whitewashed.
Just one of many titles that have changed hands tonight. Once again, a massive congratulations to Nic Nemeth for the absolutely monumental effort. The World Series Wrestling Championship stays in the hands of the wanted man, but now in the other is the Internet Championship. Ben, how do you feel?
I'm speechless. I'm absolutely speechless, but enough about that. Let's look at the evening as a whole, shall we? We started out this evening with Shigehiro Irie against that man we see in the middle there.
That is Sidney Akeem, who had a tremendous showing here tonight. We saw them going tat for tat here, cannonballs, moonsaults, flips and glitches. And then the Australian Championship on the line with Adelaide's Dean Brady going up against the current champion, Matt Riddle, in a monumental showing, with Matt Riddle coming out on top once more at the conclusion. Nothing
against Dean Brady here. He fought with all his might and looked like $1 million, but couldn't come away with the World Series Wrestling Australian Championship. Then the mighty fatal four-way, no DQ slaughterhouse we saw, where the World Series Wrestling Women's Championship was on the line. We saw dives, we saw tables, we saw blood, we saw carnage, and we saw Ash by Elegance regain the World Series Wrestling Women's Championship.
Then, of course, the tag team titles also on the line. 3 teams up for grabs. The old guard, the Parea, and the current champion, the Bollywood Boyz, with an absolute slew of 2-on-1 affairs. and really it came down to one moment where Eli Theseus was able to, with quick thinking, roll up Matt Basso and secure once again the tag team titles.
And then, I mean, how do you describe this match? And I use the words liberally. Danhausen feeding Hayter to his teeth, kicking him in the head, and taking a couple of teeth more before taking the victory. Then the three-way to cap off the evening.
Yes, the main event, 2 titles on the line. Matt Cardona, Nic Nemeth, Raj Dhesi, trying everything in the book, throwing the kitchen sink in with it, using Lena, Kross, Towers of Doom, really trying absolutely anything to secure the victory. And once the referee was down, all bets were off. We brought in a door, and at the end, despite everyone's best efforts, Nic Nemeth able to come away with a victory, securing himself 2 titles, Ben, 2 championships now around his waist.
Now the third man in history to be the holder of the Internet Championship, and the first man in history to do it here in Adelaide, South Australia. We're about to wrap it up tonight here from Adelaide, but as we said, there is one more night to go, Sean.
That's it. We go straight here from Adelaide over to Sydney for one more night on the Legacy Tour. It is 20 years here for World Series Wrestling. You do not want to miss the thrilling conclusion as we find out who is going to finish up the tour as your champions, as your leaders, surging forth for the next time we are coming to you. But of course, that is for tomorrow. For tonight, my name's Sean Thomas. I've been alongside Ben Rosenthal, and we want to wish you a fantastic evening and thank you for joining us here tonight.
Good night.
When our faceless, we were born for greatness. Now when our name is written, our